I just woke up from a Sunday nap and I am using a shelf as my tripod because I cannot find my phone holder. You know how Sunday naps are the best, and when you wake up, you're just feeling super refreshed and you feel like doing something pretty creative. Well, I think that's sort of what's going on because why am I back on YouTube? But yes, this is how I'm deciding to launch my comeback on YouTube. I could really wait to get the fancy equipment, or I could just get right on it, seeing as this is familiar territory. Say yes, welcome me back to YouTube. Yeah, looking sleepy because I just woke up and pretty much just threw on a shirt and just got in front of the car. I didn't wash my face, but let's do this, okay? So I'm gonna be talking about the movie Lisabi, which a lot of people have been talking about, seeing as it just got released on Friday. That's about 2 days ago because I'm making this video on a Sunday, right? And I saw the part one. I actually watched it at the premiere because I was at the premiere of the movie rather, and it was absolutely exceptional. So let's just get on to talking about Lisabi part two, and I'm just gonna be sharing what I think about the movie. Of course, you can also do the same in the comment section. All right, it's democracy, baby. Is there anything like movie crazy? I don't know, that sounds weird. So yeah, let's get into the movie, right? So Lisabi Part 2 is a continuation to Lisabi Part 1, which is more focused on the oppression that the Egba people went through. And let's just say that some sort of beginning of the uprising, them deciding that okay, it was finally time to get rid of all of the oppression and take back what's theirs, right? So Lishabi Part 2 is some sort of continuation that shows the uprising, the war that they had to fight to gain their freedom, and what goes on time and time after the war. Great stuff, great story. Big ups to Adedimeji Latif. Even though I've been hearing a lot of people say really negative stuff about the movie, I'm just gonna talk about what I love about this movie. So definitely I love the story. I love the continuation of the story. I believe that it was really beautiful, and I believe that this Shabi Part 2 was really the reality check that we all needed, because everything was looking all nice and rosy about how they were going to take back their territory, and I mean the Egba people, until the Shabi Party happened, right? And I'm gonna try to make this video as spoiler free as possible and just get on with what I really liked about the movie, what I did not, and what I think about the reviews and the opinions that people have shared online so far about the movie since it got released on the 10th of January, which should be on Friday because I'm making this video on a Sunday. So yeah, like I said, great plot. The CGI was so on point. I was really impressed, but at the same time, I'm like, of course, it is Niyi Akimolayan. What are you expecting? Man doesn't play with his stuff, okay? And of course, I would say that the casting was really on point, aside the fact that some of the characters could not speak the language of where they were said to have been from or to be born in. So that was a bit off and that was a bit weird, I have to agree. But if we're to look away from all of those tiny flaws here and there, you see that, like I said earlier, Lishabi Part 2 is a reality check that we needed to see that human beings, even though they act like they want freedom, they like a bit of disruption. I cannot say all humans, but I think that is just a general thing. And maybe that's why it's very hard to find a corruption-free world, because there's always just going to be a set of people who just want to disrupt everything and scatter everywhere for reasons I don't understand. And when you see Lishabi Party, if you haven't seen it, you understand what I'm talking about. So even though it was called the uprising and you think that the uprising was the Egba people against the Oyo, I feel like the major uprising in Lishabi Part 2, the uprising, was the uprising that happened within the camp of the Egba people. I don't know how better to explain this without making or giving out spoilers, right? A great plot. The CGI really blew my mind. I really love the movie. I enjoyed it. I would rate it an 8/10 because I mean, this is a really beautiful piece of work. Now let's go straight down to like people who were saying some negative things about this movie. Some people felt like, oh, why should there be a Lishabi Part 2? And the first question I want to ask you is, if you are not, if it's not that you're an enemy of Nollywood, but you the same you watch Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You watch some of these Korean series that they will prolong and prolong. You watch Indian series, you watch everything, you watch all the series, you watch Vampire Diaries that they made 8 seasons. I mean, how many seasons was that stuff? But because somebody decides to divide this movie into two, you suddenly have a problem with it. It's not witchcraft. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. And then the second one is the CGI. I saw a lot of people cropping out parts of the movie and talking, you know, some funny stuff about the movie. And the truth is that everything was nice. And if we cannot recognize progress, I really do not know what to say about us again. Because if you look at a movie like Lisabi, and then you look at where we are coming from the days of Isakaba, and when they shoot someone and you see will do piano when you're trying to disappear, and many other funny stuff, you would see that we've made a lot of progress. I remember telling a friend a while ago about how that progress is not always perfection. That is, you being in a different place from where you used to be, you having taken some steps forward might not be perfection, but it is certainly progress. And progress is something that you should welcome. Progress is something that you should cheer on. Progress is something that you should celebrate. So we're not where we used to be, and can we just embrace where we are currently, even as we take conscious steps towards getting to where we want to be? Because you're online bashing all of these people, and then later you're going to complain when these same people don't have the funding that they need to make better movies. I don't know if what I'm saying makes a lot of sense, but I look at Lisabi Part 2 because I was first feeling negative and I didn't want to see the movie because of all the review that people were dashing and bringing out on Instagram and stuff. I didn't want to see the movie, but then eventually I was like, okay, let me just see this movie and see what's up with it. And I checked it out, and it's a good movie. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about the movie. What would you rate it? Like I said, I'm rating it an 8 over 10, but I want to hear from you. So let me know what you think about Lisabi Part 2 in the comment section. Mwah.